this training video, we're going to go over the use and operation of the Scott RIT-PAK free breathing air system. This system is used by rapid intervention crews to supply emergency breathing air to a downed firefighter. The system consists of two different hose assemblies with a single cylinder in one bag. Inside the bag is a single 1 hour rated breathing air cylinder. It also contains two different hose assemblies. The universal air connection, which is a high pressure hose, as well as a low pressure system designed to hook into the regulator air line. When the rapid intervention company has been assigned, they should gather their tools and the RIT-PAK 3 system. Firefighters should first check the breathing air cylinder to confirm that it is fully charged, at least at 4,000 psi. The firefighter can then turn on the breathing air cylinder fully. You'll hear the brief low air alarm, and then the gauge should register the same reading as on the cylinder itself. And you will also see a heads-up display on the gauge, similar to the one that you'll see on the regulator on the air packs themselves. If deployed into a structure to rescue a downed firefighter, one of the most critical functions that must be performed first is to assess the downed firefighter's air supply and whether or not they are actually breathing. When they assess that breathing air supply, that is going to help them to determine how best to attach the RIT-PAK 3 into the downed firefighter's air pack. The first option that the firefighters could select is to remove the low pressure hose from the bag, remove the protective boot, and then they can remove the pigtail on the downed firefighter's air pack. They remove that boot and they can connect directly in the two systems. This will supply breathing air from the RIT-PAK into the downed firefighter's air pack. When that connection is made, a firefighter on the RIT team should turn off the downed firefighter's breathing air supply if he does have still air remaining. As he continues to breathe, he will breathe this cylinder down first. So it's important that this cylinder get turned off so he's breathing off of the RIT-PAK 3 supply. The second option to supply air to the downed firefighter from the RIT-PAK is to disconnect the hose on their regulator and then tie that in to the low pressure hose on the RIT-PAK. This is beneficial as we are not removing the regulator or the face mask from the downed firefighter, so they are not exposed to any of the contaminants in the environment that they are trapped. This is also good that it will save any remaining air inside the air pack, if there is any, and let them breathe solely off of the RIT-PAK, basically making their air pack as an escape cylinder when you consider confined space operations. The third option to connect the RIT-PAK to our firefighter is to remove the high pressure universal air connection hose from the RIT-PAK and tie it directly in to the firefighter's universal air connection on their air pack. When that connection is made, the two cylinders will equalize in pressure. The fourth option to supply air to our downed firefighter would be to utilize the face mask and or the regulator that comes with the RIT-PAK. In the event the firefighter's air pack is completely disabled, potentially there's a malfunction of the regulator, or his face mask was damaged and leaking, we can utilize, again, the equipment from the RIT-PAK. We can take the regulator out, connect it into the low pressure hose, and either give the regulator to our downed firefighter or attach it to the face mask and put it on the firefighter. This face mask does not have a nose piece or nose cup inside. It allows the rapid intervention company to monitor the firefighter, whether he's conscious or not, and if he is breathing. In summary, there are at least 4 different ways that we can connect the RIT-PAK 3 into a downed firefighter's air pack. No single option is better than any other. It is imperative that the rapid intervention crew team assess the downed firefighter, his medical condition, and the status of his air pack, whether he is breathing or not, and then make the appropriate connection. Whichever one is chosen, time is of the essence. We have to get a sustained air supply into our firefighter before we can package him and remove him from the structure.